Video is on how to use CallTools. So CallTools is the website we use to go through for agents to be able to dial out to more than 3 people at a time and make cold calls to a specific area. So the first thing you're going to do is open up your browser. You have to make sure that it is Google Chrome. Just for some certain settings with CallTools, it has to be through this system. So you're just going to go to calltools.com. A login will be provided for you to go through and get onto the system. It's just going to open up a new page here to log in. I'm just going to get onto the page here. Okay, so when you log in here on the agent dashboard, once it loads here, perfect. Okay. So it's going to show you 3 dots here. So when you are dialing, it is connected and you are ready to start talking to people on the phones. All of these will be green. So you'll see here, I'm connected to the predictive dialer. So that's going to allow for when I do click join a campaign, it will start dialing those numbers in this. In that certain campaign. My phone's registered just because I have headphones clicked into my laptop right now. And then once I have clicked join campaign, this will turn green and start dialing. So you're going to notice here, they refer to them as campaigns, but these are our sub areas in Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, and Guelph. So they're all separated out into specific areas. So whatever area you decide to call that day or week, it'll be in here. You'll be able to also see as well how many leads are left. So this number here is going to represent how many more dials you have left for that certain area, I guess. And then once it is empty, it will run out of leads and it will disappear from here. And it'll have to be refreshed on my end for that area to come back in as a campaign. So what you're going to do here, you would click join campaign. It's going to start dialing. I don't want to start conversations with people when I'm not ready to. So you would click here, join campaign, and just make sure that it turns green from red, and that your options here at the beginning or at the top of this screen is available. If for some reason something happens and you need to stop it from dialing, instead of leaving the campaign, you can simply just in this top corner click not available or on break or at lunch. These 3 options will pause it. This one will bring you back and have it available to be dialing again. What's also really cool about this system is you can make phone calls, single line phone calls out of here and talk through the system. So if you wanted to use this when you're doing follow-up calls or anything like that, you can also call through CallTools. Now, after you're done a phone call, or when somebody picks up rather, this screen's going to be here while it's dialing. When someone picks up the phone, you're going to have a screen that pops up with their information and address. And you'll also be able to have a little spot to add notes so that as they're talking, you can be writing down things that you may want to transfer over to your database afterwards. Now after the phone call is done, you'll have 2 options just to end the call, and it's going to come up with select a disposition. So that disposition is basically going to be however that phone call ended. So there'll be an option there if they were a lead and you were going to follow up with them later. You of course would click the lead imported section, or if it didn't go well or nobody answered, there's a no answer or voicemail, or just not interested if that's how the call went. And then you would just submit that and then keep calling. Other than that, when you're done, you either just click not available or exit the campaign and it'll stop. It won't be dialing until all 3 of these are green. And then basically if you're going to be keeping track of your numbers, every time somebody picks up, it's going to keep this number as your contacts. And then when you start the campaign, you'll have a number here. Sometimes you can record it if you're keeping track of how many dials you're making in a certain time. And then when you're done, you can just subtract it from the remaining leads.